Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your in-depth monthly reading. So, just to cut down the shuffling time, I shuffle the major energy card. So the way, if you're new to this channel, if you in the way I go about in this reading, is that I get the your major energy first. I vibe with your energy using major arcana, animal spirit, and oracle deck, and after that we get delve deep into the situation by using different kind of tarot deck. And after that I give like universal oracle message, timely message from Miss by Miss I don't know. Uh, by Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Okay, so just to cut out some of the shuffling time, because oh my god, these cards are so hard to get it for me. I don't know, so I just put it out, and then we are gonna shuffle more and get the tarot card. Okay, so okay, this is an intuitive, free flowing reading. Please take it as it resonates. Okay, so we got three energy: the Devil, Temperance, and the World. Right off the back, what I'm getting, Virgo, for you, that you are right now very focused on something to the point that it's obsessive, but it's positive obsessive. I'm because this is actually helping you, this energy helping you. It's like almost like it may feel like a suffocating sometime. It's may not to you like in a standard form. It may feel suffocating, it may feel claustrophobic, the way you are working, the way your attention, your focus is so almost like a very, again, the scorpionic kind of, very scorpionic kind of focus I'm getting with the Devil. It's like a scorpionic, capricornic, those kind of energy I'm getting, because Devil is the card for Capricorn. So what I'm getting here, that you are very focused on something. You really like your heart and soul, like, no matter what you do, your mind is here. Maybe you have other day job, or maybe you have do other things, but all the time your mind is consumed by this something that you really focused on right now, and it's becoming on the point of obsessive, but not for you. This is a positive force for you, because like the Temperance, the conflict is Temperance is Sagittarius card. It's like all about moderation. But so what happening, you tried to do moderately before, but the moment you try to slow it down, moment you try to take off your focus from this, it feels like your skins are crawling. It feels like that it creates a very uncomfortable feelings within you. It almost feels like you are lying to yourself, almost feels like that you are not being truthful to yourself. It feels like that every moment you are living is kind of becomes acting. I don't know, it's like a very uncomfortable energy that you get into, and it feels like that right now. That's why you're so focused on this, because this is something that you want to do, which is very truthful to your soul. So you want to go there, you want to completely participate, completely involve, completely go all the way in this energy, because otherwise it feels like there is a some same sense of lying to yourself. It feels like your skins are crawling. It's like it brings out, whenever you don't focus onto this, it brings out a kind of face, a kind of image to yourself when you look in the mirror, and it doesn't really make you feel good. It feels like that you are living a lie or something like that. There is a deep, dramatic, intense feelings that I'm getting that you don't like about, and that's why you are focusing on something. And then the world is coming here. The world is actually telling you that right now it's okay to break your spine. I know that people, it goes against the, like it's okay to bear the weight on your spine. Your spine is heavy enough, is strong enough to go through it, even though right now it feel like gruesome. Right now it feels like that you are doing all the work, but I feel like you are doing all the work even though it doesn't feel like work to you, even though you are focused, you're tension is completely consumed. It's a very consuming energy here, but this consuming energy is not consuming energy for you. It may taking a toll. Maybe you are compromising with other work that you do. Maybe you're compromising with your lifestyle to feel this kind of attention, to feel whatever that devil energy, wherever your focus is. We are going to go deeper into that by, like, what is this? Is this what is that devil energy? We are going to go there. But however you define this obsessive energy that you are harboring within, even though it's not obsessive to you, I just want to clarify again and again. But world card is telling me that it's okay, because through that process your this mask gonna come up, like the same feelings I felt with the temperance. I feel like there is a sense of unauthenticness. When you look at yourself, there is some sense of, you feel like you're not being genuine to yourself. It feels like that you are almost like BSing to yourself, like, you are not being truthful to yourself. If you do not focus on this, it feels like something is taking away your, I don't know, authenticity, and you have been living like that, and now you are very, very focused to get it. And the world card is reassuring and reconfirming that even though right now it may feel like it's gonna break your spine, you are not gonna break your spine. What happened at the end of the process? This mask gonna come up. A new mask gonna form, because we are always within the mask. Like, we are different kind of mask. And every time we try to, the point is here, I guess, to get the mask as genuine to as you are. We are always wearing something. We're always trying to, only soul is naked to us. But when you are showing that show soul to others, there is always some kind of clothing out on it. So it's like that kind of thing, but it's gonna take off this old thing, and it's gonna replaced by something very genuine, something very true to your soul, as you are aligning yourself in this moment of your life. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a different kind of mask, which not gonna feel uncomfortable feelings, which not gonna feel like you're living a lie, which gonna be more aligned to your truth, that as you are creating that truth for yourself at this moment. Yeah, so this is what we got major energy wise. Then get the ooh, animal spirit. So we got a lot of cards here. So we got dragonfly. Dragonfly, to me, it's a very spiritual card, even though this is a alchemical sign of air. But I feel like you are achieving for something very spiritual. You are achieving for something which is higher than, day in day out, higher than routine, higher than regular activities. You are achieving for something which gives you a spiritual freedom, which gives you a sense of upliftment. Your soul get uplifts. Even that's why you are so focused. Maybe you are also not really, like, focusing on other area of your life. Maybe you are not really invested in other things that you were invested before. You are prioritizing this achieving some kind of higher level of understanding of life, higher level of understanding of yourself. Like, get in tune with your emotional intensity, emotional honesty, and to in like, there is some sense of deep sense of emotional and spiritual honesty that you are looking for, and you are going through some kind of ritualistic approach. You are taking some kind of very ritualistic approach to go there, and it's actually backed up by this energy of that upliftment, self upliftment that I'm getting. Next is cobra. Again, the scorpionic energy is showing up. It's like something that you really, it's like a whole spiritual journey for you. Like, you feel like that, like, you feel like that this is time for you. You feel like life is just going by like a flowing river, and now you really need to get your hands weight, get your, not only hands, get your body weight. That means that you really need to plunge into the essence of that life. You know what I'm trying to say? This is a very spiritual card, cobra. It's all about shredding this old skin. And what does that mean, shredding old skin? It's like it's like like embracing this new way of being, embracing your change, embracing your spiritual change, embracing your physical change, embracing your mental change, and more aligning with your truth of that reality. That's what I'm trying to. And I'm also feeling that you are trying to create a reality, trying to create a world around you, because devil is a Capricornic idea, Capricorn card, which is all about that, acceptance, social acceptance. But you are not doing, you are doing, wait, let me explain what is this. So you can get social acceptance two ways, right? Either you submit yourself to the social norms and play the game and then get accepted, or you change the game to align with your own values and then gain social acceptance. I feel like you are doing the later one. You are not trying to make yourself fit into the mold. You are creating a mold which gonna fit to you, and then you are gonna get acceptance through that. So it's like that. So in order to make that kind of shift, in order to make that kind of change, you need to go through a lot of fundamental uprising, lot of fundamental revolution within yourself. And that is what's happening with the butterfly, with the dragonfly and the cobra. It's like a lot of spiritual up, like healing, lot of spiritual newness is coming up. It's almost like a new form of being for you. And then the buffalo in reverse. Buffalo is very earthy card. It's like, yeah, that's your element. But buffalo is also very steady. It's very traditional, because their weight is so grounded that they don't move much. There is a lack of agility, lack of flexibility. But you are getting out of that kind of energy, because buffalo in reverse is like you got some kind of spiritual awakening, Virgo. You something sparked your spirit, and you realize that in order to really get social acceptance, which is like a devil, in order to really establish yourself as a being who has some value, as somebody, and somebody in this world, or somebody in this community, somebody in your family, somebody to someone, in order to have that kind of establishment, self-establishment, you need to break away from kind of traditional rigidity. You need to break away the way you have been, the way you are taught to be. So there is a little bit of like a rebel nature I'm getting at. There is a little bit of breaking away. It's like a black sheep in the family. That kind of energy I'm getting. You are doing something which is out of the ordinary, because you know that this is may seem out of the ordinary to others, but for you this is absolutely necessary to uplift that kind of label. And look at that. And then the vulture and the swan came up. Again, the vulture is like earth. So there is a lot of airy energy I'm getting. So maybe you have a strong air somewhere. And so it's like no people pleasing, because Capricornic energy can be that, because sometimes acknowledgement, not self acknowledgement from others becomes so vital that we almost forget who we are. Then we try to become a character of ourselves, that kind of thing. Swan is all about, that's kind of profile. What's my profile? That's kind of outwardly external, shallow, vapid beauty. And you are getting away from that. Maybe you are the person who try to people please, who try to normalize in front of people to be accepted. So you are like, there is a strong sense of breaking away from norm. There is a strong sense of coming back to something more, feel more genuine. And vulture is all about, scavenger. What's, like taking away unnecessary like things, and just it's like a last round of like spring cleaning. Like it's really go deeper and take out all this kind of unnecessary thing that has been infested in our environment, in your life. So you are kind of being very meticulous, like you are, like a Virgo is very meticulous sign. You are being very detail oriented. You are thinking very meticulously that what you need to do in order to really be this kind of year, in order to really bring this spiritual upliftment in your life. And you are not, you are trying to get away from people pleasing, trying to get away from shallow representation, trying to get away from profiling life, that kind of. Yeah, and you are trying to be, you are actually being very meticulous and deep and looking, and you are not really fearful right now to look into yourself, look into sometimes this unknown of ourselves that we often fear. We can call it monstrous or whatever. I don't think nothing in anything is monstrous within us. Everything is beautiful as long as you understand them. It's just the lack of understanding that makes things fearful, because we don't understand them and then we try to fear them, and then from fear it creates hate, from hate it creates riot and war and all these other things, total. But the primary things is understanding. I feel like you are really looking deep into your thing, yourself, whether it's dark, whether it's light, you are not really fearful to look into yourself. So there is a deep sense of self reflection is going on and self accepting at the same time. And then, okay, hold on, and then we got the I search on the uprising way of love. Look at this. I like, I did not see that word uprising now, but I said that uprising word before, and it's like kind of linking. It's like almost like through this process it feels like there is uprising going on within you. You are kind of breaking away from an old paradigm of structure and getting into a new paradigm of structure. It's still structure. It's not a random debris. It's still structure, but this structure will feel much more truth to your new self, that the way you are emerging. And from that, I really feel like there is a vortex of energy that going within you, and it's kind of bringing out a lot of self-love, a lot of self-acceptance. I'm also getting with the vulture also, I was getting that same thing. You are not afraid to look into yourself. You are not afraid to accept a lot of stuff about yourself, which you may have done that in past, where you unconsciously or consciously did not accept part of yourself, tried to shove it under the rug. It's like by doing this, there is a vortex of energy, vortex of uprising going on within, because this is a tough job. This is a lot of changes going on within. On the surface this may calm water, but inside there is a volcano, and from that there is a lot of self-love is generating, whether you feel it or not. But at the end of this process you will see how much you have grown and how much you are learned to love yourself and the people that you interact with. That's like inevitable. That love is gonna come. It's like inevitable surge when you feel this uprising of revolt inside you and trying to change that. It's like a inevitable that's gonna happen. Okay, so now we got the energy, and let's see what we have. I'm just gonna put it right back. So we have our energy right there. And now let's see what is the situation that you are in. Oh, just felt. Okay, we got Page of Wands in reverse. Oh, Chariot. Cancerian energy. And Cancer full moon is coming, so maybe pay attention to your energy during full moon. And then we got Six of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse. Hermit, which is your energy. Yeah, you are really breaking away from the way you have been. It's like you are breaking away from one version of you and getting into a different version of yourself. Both of them are you, but it's just a different version. And then we got Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And before I start this, I'm gonna get another layer so that I'm done shuffling, because shuffling is like sometimes it really distracts me, but it's also nice. Okay. Okay, we got King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, Oh wow, again the Hermit in reverse, so definitely getting out of major sense of self, and the Two of Pentacles. This came together. And then the Judgment. Oh wow, back to back major arcana, Virgo. Lot of major energies. And then we got Eight of Wands. Okay, now see. Okay, so we got Page of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So what is telling me, and it came right under the Devil, so it's actually telling me that this is very atypical. You are not really focused on your material stability right now. You are not really focused on, like how much money you are gonna make, how much, like all this kind of material prosperity, all this kind of, like how you're gonna be established yourself, like as a successful person in the community, or how you can, like get a promotion if you are into that kind of office culture, on how you're gonna, it's not like that. You are really not. It's very interesting that because the Devil, I got that you are looking for social acceptance, but this is a whole different kind of social acceptance. Like I said, either you can feed values into your lifestyle, or you can change the lifestyle in order to fit into your personal values. So I feel like you are not King of Pentacles, like here I'm really getting that you are not really playing the game anymore. You're not really playing the game anymore. You are like, you are trying to present yourself, you're trying to be as authentic as you are feeling inside. And I feel like you already know, that's why you are so kind of focused to bring these things up, because you already know that the way you are going, it's gonna create a traditional contradiction between how people view success and how you view success. People may call you that, oh, have you lost your mind, like this is not, like not all people of course, but the traditional way of thinking, they may think that, getting away from material prosperity, getting away from, and focusing on spiritual prosperity is some way or shape a little bit of embarrassing. So but I feel like you are changing that whole mindset. You are changing that whole mindset because, and I'm also getting the Page of Wands in reverse. I'm also getting that you don't want to, like this is like a very focused obsessive energy. You don't want to do anything impulsive. This is not an impulsive whim, it's not a rebellious whim all of a sudden that Virgo got into and trying to throw away all these things that they have established in life. No, this is not just kind of creative or rebellious whim for you. This is something that, the spiritual journey that you are getting into, that it's really something that you wanna build upon, that you may wanna, I also feel like you may wanna completely change your path of career down the line, because I feel like the way you are going is not gonna fit this traditional way of the way we feel, the way you view career. Maybe there is a huge career shift is coming on the way, but you know that there is a big shift is gonna take place in your life if you really commit yourself to this upliftment that you are feeling inside, to this wave of change that you are feeling inside. So you are okay with that. Somehow I feel like that you are okay with that. It's not really panicking you. It's not really panicking you. Oh, I'm just gonna, no, 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 I'm just gonna, like, I'm not gonna be, I don't wanna be, yes, I want change, but I don't wanna be the black sheep in the community. I don't wanna be the black sheep in the family, because that comes with lot of challenges. But I feel like you are absolutely assured and where you are going. So there is some sense of deep sense of self-knowledge and self-assurance that coming. That's why you are so focused to get it done. That's why you make this path as your priority. You know what I'm trying to say? And then the chariot, followed by chariot. Yeah, you see, I feel like you see some kind of horizon. You see some new dawn, like maybe you are, I even though it happening in a very fast, it's happening like almost like you never really, like, if 5 years down the line, 5 years before, or maybe 3 years, 2 years before, you never really thought that this could be you. But now you are shaping into somebody, and you see yourself, you can see the future self of yourself. And that future self that you are seeing is actually inspiring to you, and you want to go towards it as fast as you can. So the speed is, even though this happening quite speedy, but you are not losing the control, because your focus is what you see at the end of the process. And you really see yourself the way you are picturing, visualizing yourself. You really feel good. The way, the when like the way you are becoming, it's really feel good, because it's kind of very much in tune with, there is some sense of truth. It's kind of in tune with some kind of genuine truth, that kind of brewing inside you. And it's like, and it's kind of forcing you, because you like who you are seeing down the line, and you like that person, and that is you. And it propelling the, your speed more and more. It's kind of, that's your motivation right now, and it's kind of driving you towards that. It's driving you. And look at that, Hermit and Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is like Jupiter in Capricorn. So yeah, there is a huge Capricornic and energy here. So I feel like you have, like Hermit in reverse, this is your card. I feel like you had been in a certain way. Like whatever way you have been, and it took a, you went back and forth. You went back and forth. Maybe you are still in this energy where you don't feel 100% confident, even though you are inside. But when it actually, maybe you are not really announcing this new phase that you are getting into. Not, this is not a phase, the new you. You are little skeptical, on the external term. You are still little skeptical, because you know that it will be, it's not a norm. So when something is not a norm, it creates controversy, and you don't know yet that whether you are ready to confront this controversy, like head on or not. So there is a little bit of skepticism here. But you definitely, you are shredding your old skin. You are shredding something that, because your old is not bad, it gave you this wisdom so that you can be new. You know what I mean? You gain a lot of wisdom the way you have been. It taught you through suffering, it taught you through joy or happiness, but it taught you something. And now you got all this wisdom, and you feel this surge, you feel that light, you feel that spirit is forcing you, and you are willing to take that force. And you are mentally, spiritually, you are absolutely moving. But when it comes to, how you are externally representing that, there is still a bit of skepticism, because any kind of breakaway from norm comes with controversy, and comes with initial stage, comes with unacceptability. So you are little skeptical on that front. Hold on. So the next card we got is Hermit in reverse again, and the Six of Pentacles. What is telling me, Virgo? I feel like you are not at all sad. This is very interesting. You are such a courageous heart here, because I feel like you have clear vision that where you are going. You don't feel like melancholy, or oh, I'm losing a part of myself or something like that. You are very accepting of this change. You are actually liking it. You are very thrilled about it. It's like, oh, I'm getting, this newness is actually giving you a lot of thrilling. You are not at all sad about it. You are not at all that, oh, I'm losing myself. There is no that kind of mentality here. It's a mentality you are in. It's expansion. Six of Pentacles is like a Taurian card, moon in Taurus, and six is always the heart chakra for me. It feels something is just clicked with your heart. Something just clicked with your, like your inner vision of yourself. This is a very spiritual reading, by the way. And Six of Pentacles, you feel like finally, if you do this, like that's what I was getting with the Temperance here. That when I said that it feels very uncomfortable energy with the Temperance, it feels like you are not living your life truthfully. You felt like that. You felt like that you got a lot of wisdom, but there is a certain sense of it does not really align with your truth, inner truth. But the way you are going, it feels like everything gonna be balanced, everything gonna be equal. You are gonna be more generous. Maybe this the way you have been living, it taught you a lot, but at the same time, it's like it's hard for you to share sometimes. It's hard for you to share sometimes, whether it's a share of material goods or products or some kind of emotional thing, anything. You felt a little restrictive when it comes to sharing, but you feel very good, optimistic about yourself. You feel like you're opening up when it comes to share, when it comes to be generous, when it comes to be more open about yourself, when it comes to be like more understanding where other people are coming from, putting yourself in other people's shoes. Those kind of empathetic and very philanthropic kind of approach towards life is kind of coming on surface for you, Virgo. It's definitely like a lot of major arcana, judgment. Yeah, it's I'm getting that. What's happening here. I'm getting that soon you are gonna have an announcement. Soon you are gonna, like right now you are still on a skeptical zone when it comes to involve external world to your this new thing that's happening within you. You are still skeptical to introduce your new you to the world. What you truly desire, what you truly like, what you true truly aspire to be. So there is a little bit of skepticism here, but I feel like that very soon it's not gonna be skeptic anymore. You're not gonna be skeptic anymore. There's gonna be a full on revelation, and it's gonna feel very good. And I feel like that's gonna happen not because you want to. It's not gonna happen on a plan basis or something. It's not like that oh, okay, you would not okay, they told me it's gonna happen beyond your control. There gonna be some kind of situation may present itself to you, where you feel that you're gonna be required to reveal who you are becoming. So right now what you are becoming, there is a little bit of masking going on. Not many people know about a lot of things that you are doing. So there is a, I feel like there is some kind of resonance with like the last reading I did. It's like there is a not it's a different kind of reading, but I'm getting some kind of resonance here. And like the yeah, there's gonna be some kind of incident that's gonna force you to almost like present itself for you so that you can unleash yourself. Hmm. And then the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on, I'm gonna get another card Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Cups in reverse and Five of Pentacles in reverse. Cancerian and Taurian energy. That's a very good energy, but I'm not. Why I'm feeling there is a little bit of sadness here, there. Not sadness, but yeah, it's like, like. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay. So when you are deep dealing, deep, like, because this came right under the vulture, and what we are talking about the vulture, that you are really looking deep into yourself. You are really looking deep, like, and you are not fearful to look at that. And when you are looking deep at yourself, it's actually you realize that there is a, like, you felt, I don't know, maybe you never really realized, but you realizing that all your life you felt unaccepted. All your life you felt kind of misunderstood. All your life you felt that you had to play a role in order to be accepted. No matter, and I don't think that you really knew that before. I feel like you kind of went with it. You kind of went with it and made that your new normal. But now you are like putting a mirror in front of you, and you see that you have been quite sad. Deep down, you are quite sad and felt rejected, felt misunderstood, and felt quite, they're telling me, like, it's always you always had to bend in order to fit. No one else really bent because they always fit. So for you, in order to fit into some kind of structure, you always have to bend, and sometimes that bending create a lot of tension on your, like, literal or metaphorical tension in you. And you are kind of realizing, and but you never really wanted to confront that. You never really wanted to tell yourself, though, that you are actually the true you, the real you is actually not getting accepted. You never really went into that kind of truth because that will make you sad. So you always thought, you always kind of made yourself believe that that's the way it is, like you are playing, that's the way, nobody is rejecting you. It just, your bending is normal, your compromising is normal, you are fitting into others people need is normal, because you never really wanted to go feel that pain of rejection, feel that pain of being misunderstood constantly and trying to be heard. That pain of longing, that pain of loneliness, and that pain of rejection, you did not want it to confront, and that's fine. And but now you are more digging and digging, because now you are fierceless, you are like fierce, like you are not fearful anymore. So the more you are digging deep into your psyche, more you are dipping deep into your reality, you are realizing that. And like, in order to really heal, we have to realize where the wound is. And you feel like that the moment you realize that how sad deep down you have been, how compromising you have been, and it goes away. It goes away. And what it get replenished by, it replenished by Eight of Wands, which is Sagittarian card, which is all about creativity, all about expansion, all about taking stand, all about, you are not, you are like, you are like all of a sudden every door is open. All of a sudden the freshness of wide open air is kind of embracing you, and you are like with the eagle right there. Eagle is all about vision. Eagle is all about vision, like the dragonfly. Same. It's like a spiritual card. It's about, and you are really spiritually expanding, and you are, because you realizing, not, it's not that this realizing held you up from that, because you realizing this at this process, you started this process before. But it just understanding where your wounds lies is actually helping you to the same, the surge on the uprising wave of love. It's like the same kind of thing. It's like this through this volcano, you are actually accepting yourself much more than you ever did. And it's creating a lot of expansive energy within you. It's creating a lot of optimism within you. It feels like things are possible. It feels like world is not a restrictive zone where you always have to compromise yourself, otherwise you are like outcast. That kind of mentality is kind of shredding away, and then the moment that kind of mentality shades away, it's replaced by a lot of love and acceptance and tenderness, gentle feeling, you know so I think that's what is going on here, Virgo. Literally, I want to see that what's gonna propel the judgment here. I feel like the external activity gonna happen in order for you to, right now you are within yourself, you are absolutely settled, you absolutely accepted this. But when it comes to outside, the how we interact with outside, you are still skeptic, but that's gonna change. But it's gonna change through an external modality. So what is the Hierophant, look at that. Yeah, something, like some kind of, maybe you are gonna feel some kind of societal pressure, societal rigidity. We are getting much more flexible, especially this, like if you really look at this thing, like our world is literally changing, like literally changing, like the way we interact with each other, the way we use knowledge, the way we share knowledge through pandemic, everything is the modality of everything is changing. So the Hierophant, which is again Taurian card, maybe there is a lot of Taurian energy in the later part of the reading. So more and more you are gonna, Taurian is all about embracing oneself, nature, like nurture oneself in a very naturistic way, like as it comes. But what I'm seeing here, the judgment for in it propelled by Hierophant, I'm seeing that something gonna, you are gonna see some kind of, maybe you are gonna see some kind of like injustice happening, or something that people in need, that you need, that can use your spiritual gift, and you are gonna feel like you are gonna see, you are gonna witness something which is unsettling to you, something which is not fair, something which is absolutely daunting to humanity. And you are going to feel like, you know what, I'm not skeptical anymore. I need to take a stand and I need to be truly me, otherwise I cannot exercise my talent if I skeptical to show that to outside world. So there is something that's gonna, you are gonna see because your eyes are opening, you are becoming more and more empathetic. The more and more you become empathetic, you feel others people pain. So now if you see kind of brutal injustice happening to other people, you won't be able to just shut your ears, shut your eyes, and go home quietly. You're gonna feel that need to support, you're gonna feel that need to reach out to other being who is in trouble, because you're connected with them emotionally, you're feeling their pain, you know what I mean. And that kind of situation gonna bring out, you're not gonna be skeptical anymore to show who you truly are becoming. You're gonna bring out, okay, you know what, maybe you never really voiced against, like you always try to balance, okay, I'm not gonna say, okay, yeah, I feel bad, that is injustice, but I'm not gonna, but now you're gonna really vocalize your who you are becoming, because it's not anymore lie anymore. You cannot just put up this mask all the time, which makes you uncomfortable, like, okay, so this is what's going on here. All right, Virgo, I think I'm just gonna stop it here. And sorry, no, I need to give you the message from universal message. Okay. I'm gonna get one card invitation and one medicine. Invitation means the universe is asking you to invite this energy, which is like the giveaway. 23rd broken down to 5, which is all about change. And Hierophant 5-5, yeah, change is happening for sure. And one is medicine. Medicine means the universe is asking you to heal from this energy. so that you can accept this invitation energy properly. It's always wanted to count twice. Okay. So you got two of them. One is the ghost dance and one is taming the wind. 55, 5522, double number, all master number. Okay, cool. I'm gonna read it from the book, so give me a second. Giveaway. Okay, so giveaway invitation. Make a list of 10 people or things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet or you share. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surround you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. Look what I said right there. Hierophant. Be more empathetic. You won't be able to be quiet anymore because your heart is opening up, not just to yourself. This love, this I surge on the uprising of love, is not just love for yourself. Love for yourself is love for others, because we don't live on a isolation, like island. We are all connected, so when we love us, we love others in the same way. And it's not just like just words. Seriously, it happens. When you are more empathetic, you feel others pain, you feel others happiness, and that's like a very genuine thing. So it definitely, you are becoming more and more empathetic, you are becoming more and more connected with you and others. Okay, what you need to heal from, you need to heal from 22, which is okay. If you are trapped in the vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth of opportunities means it is time to make an altar for the ancestor. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the window of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. Yeah, I think you are already doing that like two times. Hermit in reverse, you are definitely getting away from your old way of being. That doesn't mean the old way of being is wrong, or we are always changing. So that had their part. You had it, you learned it, you are moving on to next chapter. That's exactly what it's not like, oh my god, what's wrong with my old one? Nothing is wrong, just you're going to the next level. Okay, so and the next one is taming the wind. 55. I'm just gonna hold on. Okay. Taming the wind, medicine. It's time to clean up any misunderstanding with others, clear the air after disagreement, and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things comes out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow all the sides to have their own values. Yeah, I just reiterating the same thing, but also I just want to add, if you want to clear up some kind of communication, if you want to talk to somebody heart to heart, yeah, maybe this is the right time to do that, because you are becoming very empathetic. So you will be, if you have been very combative in recent past, I think if you want to give somebody a second chance to talk to you or clear things up, maybe this is the right time to do that. Okay, Virgo, I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye.